Hey, I just had a lot of coffee, so very nervous right now. But yeah, today I'll have my TED Talk. So before I go into my story, I have a little survey, a little question for y'all. But this is for the children only, and you don't have to raise your hand or anything. So recall last Lunar New Year, how much money did you get in the form of lucky money? Well, I did get 3 million. And to me, 3 million is a lot of money. Yet, I know some of you here get like 5 million, 10 million. I have a friend of a friend who's 16 and he has 160 million for his 16th Lunar New Year. Okay, not in my household. But despite not getting 160 million, I did get something along the 3 million that I got from my relatives, and that's an eating disorder. Long story short, so it would usually go like this, okay? This is Mrs. Hai. Ta-da. So it would usually go like this in my hometown. Happy New Year, Mrs. Hai. I wish you wealth and health this year. Yeah, good, good, good. You guys are growing up so fast, huh? Wait, have you been gaining a few pounds? And that's the most polite it can get. And this little skit that I just did was an example in a sea of many, in which an eating disorder can be translated from just harmless sayings, harmless. So, okay, there are a lot of eating disorders out there, but in this talk, I'm gonna focus primarily on my eating disorder. Now, when I came back home, I was super self-conscious about how I looked, and little me, ninth grader me actually, did a little challenge and wrote something along the lines of, in his diary, day 1, he wrote, let's skip breakfast today, because we all have done that before, skipping breakfast. And day 2, let's skip lunch, because I did skip breakfast the other day and I feel fine. And day 3, I persevered through skipping dinner as well, eating only a boiled egg that entire day. And I was proud of myself. It requires a lot of control to eat in such a deficit all of a sudden. In that day, I wrote in my diary, great, you have so much control. And this little challenge that I did really well because I have enough control to the point where one day I start to lose weight, which is my goal. And also to the point where I started to poke myself in the throat to vomit out dinner. Great, you're still in control, I wrote in my diary. And as I've said before, I was really good at this challenge, at this little challenge, because I kept it tucked away so well that nobody knew. Nobody knew. Nobody in my family knew, and none of my friends knew at the time. And of course, if you give your body nothing, it's hard to expect that your body will give you anything back, right? So the nutrition deficiency caught up, and I was feeling dizzy all the time. I can be triggered by any comments, and my grades started to slip. I didn't know at the time, but I was falling into a cycle of not wanting to wake up and then starve myself throughout the entire day, trying to eat close to nothing as possible, and then going to sleep in hunger, not knowing that I can wake up again tomorrow. And it kept going. It kept going, repeated day after day, each time more amplified than the other. But eventually, finally made me realize that the thing that I've been chasing for is a sense of control, which I didn't even have in the first place. And it has so much more than to do with trying to lose weight, and it has everything to do with control. Well, it started to show when I wasn't so good at the game anymore because my best friend knew. And Sid, his name is Sid, and he saw me through all of my lies and all of that. Oh, I'm already full. Or oh, I'm trying out intermittent fasting, that's why I didn't have breakfast today. He saw me right through, and luckily he did. Luckily he said, are you okay? And because of his help, I was there, and I wasn't there all alone. This process doesn't have to repeat for another 4 months. And thanks to his help, I began my journey to heal. And thanks to his help, I start to say, I'm not okay. Because the only way to end this misery really is to ask for help. So, as I've said before, I began my journey to heal thanks to him, and I began my journey to heal others thanks to him as well. This 2023 TED, I saw my ninth grader self and my sixth grader brother being humiliated by my relatives. It all came back to me, all of the pain and hunger and shame. It felt terrible. The goosebump felt all over my body. Yet the goosebump didn't stop me, but rather even urged me more to go out of my comfort zone and to say, are you okay? Through my story, I have a little challenge for you. Not the little challenge that almost killed me, but a little challenge that can save. If you are suspecting anyone who's fighting with anorexia or any other form of eating disorders, please kindly text them, are you okay? And I know it's really hard, but if you are fighting this battle by yourself, please text someone you trust, I'm not okay, because it is these 3 words that can literally save your life. And finally, I want you to remember, don't be afraid to ask for help, but be afraid not to ask for help. And finally, thank you, Sid, and thank you for listening.